Hello everybody out there on YouTube, my name is Ben Neal, also known as Radius with the Hunters RC race team. This past weekend, we all went as a team to go compete in the Iocc event on Vancouver Island in Duncan, BC, where 120 drivers entered 300 entries in order to race a very large 10th scale off-road racing event. It was an amazing event put on by the Core Racing Club, as well as another racing club on the island, which, excuse me, I forgot the name of. Richard did an amazing job. Julie, his wife, also did an amazing job. Everybody involved putting on the show did a really amazing job, and I kind of wanted to make a video of a race recap just to explain kind of how I did and show some appreciation to the guys that put the effort in to put that event on. It was a really great event. I had an amazing time, and I think a lot of us did on the Hunters race team. Talking about my vehicles, I raced the two-wheel buggy class, or the 17.5 two-wheel buggy class, as well as the 13.5 four-wheel buggy class, and my favorite class, the stadium truck class. This is my stadium truck. It's a 10th scale stadium truck, for those that are not aware, and had a really good time. And I've been seeing a lot of guys make videos online just about the race event, and I just wanted to give my perspective on what happened. So today I'm going to focus primarily on stadium truck. I did manage to finish in the Bs for both the two-wheel buggy and the four-wheel buggy, but we're going to get to see what qualifying and the racing looks like from my perspective for the stadium truck. So without further ado, we're going to dive into qualifying here. So what you're going to see now coming up is the, I believe, second round of qualifying, which was my best round. And you'll see some GoPro footage that I recorded using my head-mounted cam. So strap in, get some popcorn, get a drink, and we'll go have a look at some racing action.
All right, we're going with Evan on the tone, followed by Joe, Dane,
Okay, good luck.
Sam, Mike, Ben, Coog, and Patrick. Restart again, Evan on the tone.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Evan on the tone, Joe, Dane, Connor, Sam, Mike, Ben, Coog, Patrick. Evan on the tone. Joe, Dane, Connor, Sam, Mike, Ben, Coog, Patrick. Time to beat Joe Yard, 13-5, 15. 13 units, one round.
Watch yourself.
All right. So we got going. Joe Lindstad to the point. Red truck. Got the fresh paint on it. Up onto the table section, that chrome trim. Check that. Across the loop. Joe Lindstad from the end square up on that tabletop. Up front, Medford, Oregon to join us. In that jump back, Evan Ralph now to the point, bright orange. All the way from North Vancouver, still from North Vancouver. He looks really tall up there, he's not that tall. Evan, Joe, separated by half a second. Sam, 5 seconds behind them. Then goes Ben, Connor, Dane, Coog, Mike, and Patrick.
Across the infield.
Evan's still your leader, 6 seconds.
Oh, sorry, Mike. Sorry, Mike. I'm trying to let you go.
Between him and Joe, Sam, 2.0 guy Joe, Connor, Danny, Coop, Ben, Mike, Patrick.
Two minutes left.
Good clean racing out there, Evan, your leader. Evan starting to spread it up with Joe, 7.2 back is Joe, Sam, Dean, Dan, Connor, Mike, Ben. Minute 20 on this one.
One minute left.
Over your leader, orange truck, yellow rim. Evan, Sam, Nate, Joe, Mark, Coop, Ben, Mike, and Patrick. Top lap, Joe and Ted, 20.9. Come on, Evan, you can do that. Sam now up to the 2.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Joe with a rare mistake.
Joe and Ty done. Ding Ho done. Tater done.
Still racing, guys.
The meat man done.
Sam,
Connor Marshall done.
Ben, Patrick still racing.
Cash done.
Oh, fuck.
3 more racing, guys.
Sam Olmsted done. Ben
Who's
Hill
still
done.
racing?
All right, so that was qualifying. That's Q2 for Stadium Truck, which was my best qualifying heat. I made obviously a couple of mistakes. I crashed on the infield because I didn't really make that first double really all that well, and kind of ended up getting hooked up on the pipe and couldn't make the run up for the jump, which I fell off. And then later on in the heat, I actually missed the landing of the jump like completely and almost couldn't see the truck, and I came out from behind it. Also, I kind of screwed up the meat man, Mike Allen. Sorry, buddy. I didn't really intend to do that. I had made a mistake previously, and then when you came up to me, I was intending to let Mike go by, and I ended up bumping him and having him roll over. But later on in the lap, when he came up to me, I moved over and let him have it. I think it's fair. I made the mistake. It's not his fault that he wrecked. It's my mistake, so I'll give it back to him. We were qualifying, which means we're racing the clock, but it's fair, from my opinion, to give it back to him. So I kind of sacrificed my qualifying performance a little bit just to be fair to Mike. A couple other things too, if you haven't noticed in the video already, I've been slightly shortcutting the pool area on the left side of the track. So as you go up to the pool on the left side of the jump, you can shortcut it by jumping from the up ramp to the landing position. And that was something actually that I did quite often in all of my vehicles for the race weekend. It's faster for me, and I ended up turning that whole corner into like one big curve. So that was just the way it goes. Overall, I finished 7th in qualifying, 7th out of 49 drivers for Stadium Truck, which did put me into the A. So coming up next, we're going to look at A1.
Driver's ready, marshal's ready. Center of the toe.
Oh.
Little nothing back there. Not bad. Our leader right now, Evan Rowe. Through the jump section, orange. Yellow wheels. Look at that body spinning nice. Sam, check that Joe Lintag. Good to Sam, Jerry, Dane, Connor, Ben, Dan, and Daryl. Evan with a nice little shimmy of the front wheels. We got that truck to land flat. Watch him in the air with his wheels. Showing off too. Leader Evan, Sam, Joe, Connor. Check out Dean and Connor. They're in a good battle. Oh. Leader Evan Rowe through the jump section, starts to put guys down the lap.
Behind ya! Behind ya! Fucking come on, you guys.
Joe in second, Sam in third. Sam gives 2 seconds back. That's the battle on the track for that second spot. Through the S turn, up on the table, Joe Lintag getting the 2. Sam almost in 2.3 back. That pink and multicolored truck. T6.4. Race order, Evan, Joe, Sam, Dane, Connor, Ben, Dan, Daryl, Jerry. Three down, 2 to go. Evan out front, got a 9-second lead. Battle right now is between Joe and Sam.
Evan, yeah.
Final that battle is battle through the jump section. Down the straight, battle the second. There goes Joe, there goes Sam. Different about 1.2 as Sam starts to reel him in a bit. A 23-3 from Joe, a 21 from Sam. Up on Daryl next. Thank you, Daryl. Up on Jerry next. You got 2 and 3 come through. Through the S turn, 2 and 3. That's the battle I'm watching up on the tabletop. Down the Schumacher, step down. 28 through 10. Up next. As they're 1/3 through the race day. Find our battle for second. Through the jump section. Up on 2 next. 2 and 3 coming through 2. There's 2, 3 next. Oh, Sam gets it wrong.
Oh.
Let that red truck through. Let that red truck through. Let Sam through. Did they get through? Yes, they did. Oh, did they get through? They got collected. Oh, no.
10, 9, 8.
Let that red one through, guys. Red and white down the straight.
1. Joe attack done. Gary Renard done.
To the line.
Tater done.
Got 2 more, Jerry.
Turner done.
Sam getting through the chaos in the staircase. Gonna sit second.
Benfield done.
Still racing.
All right, so that was A1. And as you can see, straight off the rip, I got taken out as we finished the first turn and went into that first double. I think it was Jerry who made a slight mistake. He went off the edge of the track, and when he came back onto it, he clipped me when I was in the air, and I ended up rolling and going all the way back to 10th position. So it happens. It's a racing incident. That's not the only mistake that happened. Ultimately, mistakes were the biggest difference in this weekend, not just for myself, but for other drivers around me. I made a mistake twice on that big double jump where I cased the front face of that jump. I made a mistake where I almost had a rollover because I sent it so big off of that big double jump there. I landed to flat, and for those of you who don't know, if you land to flat, it's pretty hard on the vehicles, and they often will bounce back up off of the track and then have another rollover potential on the next corner. So yeah, mistakes ultimately were the biggest difference this race weekend. You'll see in the video also that I was yelling for Evan to let Evan go, and I always will let the faster guys through if they are lapping me. I ended up letting Joe Lintag go by, and I ended up hitting him actually because he made a mistake right in front of me, and I couldn't really avoid it. So I apologized to Joe. I apologized to him after the race and said, hey, listen, I ultimately care about your race as well as my race. But we ended up getting some flack, obviously, from the RD, Richard, who was yelling to let Joe go through. And it's fair. We all should have. But what happened at the end there is, again, everybody's racing our own race. There was a train of cars following me, and we'd all let Joe go through. We're all racing each other for position. I ended up... Joe made a mistake. I crashed into Joe, which made more of a mistake happen. And then we all kind of got tangled up, and I just got the hell out of there. It's just unfortunate that it happened, but hey, it's a racing incident. I ended up finishing 5th, even with all those little mistakes. Everybody around me was making more mistakes than I had anticipated, but in A1, I ended up finishing 5th. So managed to climb my way back up from 10th spot all the way to 5th place in that 5-minute main. So that was A1. Let's have a look at A2, and we'll talk about that one as well.
Drivers ready, marshals ready, sound the tone. Good start. Alright, looks like you got a few big use. That's good. Check out tonight global news on the 6 and the 11 news. Evan, you're the leader. Orange.
Oh, shit!
In the middle there, how about Jerry? Outside. I was not very far along we were. Race 52 on deck, 52 on deck. Put out all my marshals out there this time. Leader Evan down that back staircase, 14,504. He's got a 1.8 second lead over Joe. Down the street they go. Sam going down with him. Up on Daryl next. Orange truck your leader. Next is the red one. traffic. There goes Evan, there goes Joe. Oh, Evan rolled it. Gonna put Joe to the lead. Evan stays in the 2, Sam's right behind him. The leader, Joe Littag. Evan 1.1 behind him. Another comeback. Sam 2.2 seconds, still in there. Leader's coming up on Dane Hole next. Big thank you to Dane donating. Right in front of me, caution in front of me. Got Sam coming up on Jerry. Third behind Jerry. I think he's taking air contact. Leader Joe Littag, Evan, Dane, Sam in there. Sam on the X. Let that red truck through and that orange one. The red truck and the orange one. Let it through.
Oh, touch.
Come on, Coon next. Well, I like Coon. Oh, Joey's going to stay down and squeezes by. Evan Joe through the jump section. Up on Coon next. Sam gets through clean. Squeeze right on top of these guys now. He got through the traffic super clean. Oh, he was taking it go.
10,
Another one there.
9, 8, 7,
Look how different way down that back shoe.
3,
Staircase. Evan trying to hold on. Joe wants to push it to the third. So Evan Roth going to take stadium track this year. Keep finishing them up. Joe Littag, 2, Sam, Jerry.
All right, so that was A2, and as you can see, mistakes made the difference again, unfortunately. Much better start this time, but unfortunately when I got close to the end of the lap, I clipped the inside pipe and it rolled me off the track just in front of the pool section there. And also I made a slight mistake and I clipped Dane as we were going over the first jump. And so Dane ended up flying off the track. I don't really know if that was my fault at the time. I didn't think it was, so I didn't let Dane go back, but you know, racing incidents happen. And then of course I fell off of the pool area and screwed up going off the first double, which was both of them are just stupid mistakes that I made. The pool area one was not great because I was really battling hard with Jerry Bernard this weekend. We had a lot of good races, and unfortunately that ended up causing me that position. I could have shortcutted it. If you notice in the video, I didn't. I stopped and I let Jerry go before I climbed the pipe to get back onto the track. I think, in my opinion, that's the important thing to do. It's not fair to get a position because I've made a mistake. So I let Jerry have it. Jerry ended up finishing 4th, just ahead of me in this race. I ended up finishing 5th, and it's hard to really see, but I made a mistake. Okay, earlier in the race, Dan makes a mistake. He flies off the track, which I capitalize on. And then I made a mistake where Dan capitalized. So I think Dane was ahead of me, Dan was ahead of me, and on the last lap, Jerry and Dan get tangled up going over the first double, where I end up making a jump to pass Dan. And then as I land the big double, Dane is already on his lid coming off of that big double, which allowed me to get another position back from Dane. So again, mistakes are really proving to be the difference this weekend, and minimizing my mistakes and capitalizing on others is really the key to success. So that's 2 races in. Both races I have finished 5th so far in the A main, and coming up is race 3.
Evans already got this one in the bag, so leave the 1 spot open. Leave the 1 open. Joe Detector 2. Sam to the 3. Nate the 4.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Jerry. Connor. Ben. Daryl. And the Coop. So all my marshals ready, the driver's ready, marshals ready. Sound, oh sorry, I let one get down there. Sound of the tone. A-main action, podium position up for grabs. Joe Linkhead from Medford, Oregon, joining us down that Schumacher step down. Sam, Andy, Connor, Ben, Daryl, Jerry, Coop.
Settle down, bud. You got it.
I
know you got skills. You got it.
Sam right behind him. Sam from Canada, that's the pushy driver. Dane Hole right behind him in his body. Battle Monster right now is the leader. Joe Linkhead up on the table. Do a Schumacher step down. Sam right behind him. He wants to see what doesn't want him to get away. Dane Hole is a step behind. 110, 350 to go through the S-turn. Joe Linkhead, Sam, Dane, Ben. Joe Linkhead, your leader right now. Up on the step down. Sam right behind him. Dane, Ben, Connor, Jerry, Carroll, Coop. 21 with an 8, 21 with a 9 for Joe and Sam. We're running identical lap time. Who's going to get away? Sam, who knows that? Joe, Sam, separated by 1.2 seconds. Doing a very good job down there, too. Leader on Daryl Turner, that's red truck. Race order, Joe, Sam, Dane, your top 3. Leader on Daryl, thank you. And then the other quick one in second.
2 minutes left.
You are racing the light green one, Daryl. Oh, Sam, a little slide up there. Linkhead, down the straight. Olmstein, inside, gets a little long, lands on the wheel. That's going to cost him 2 seconds on the clock.
You don't need to sacrifice the body.
Keith Schumacher. Joe, Sam, Dane. Minute 20, Linkhead, your leader on 7. it right behind him to 3.2 back. That would be one mistake. Joe running pretty clean down the Schumacher step down. In the lift, driver stand jump, nose down, perfect landing. Joe, Sam, Pete, Ben, Jerry, Connor, Daryl, Dan. Joe coming around again with 42 on the clock. He had that time of 28 points with a 2. Starting to pull away just slightly on Sam. Up to a 5.1 second lead for Joe. Joe coming into traffic in the step down.
We got the leader behind us.
Track. Leader down the straight with 17 seconds. On the straight, go inside of the straight. Go inside of the straight. Inside of the straight. Thank you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Oh no!
3, 2, 1.
July.
Oh, I just threw it away. I just threw it away.
Good try, Jerry. Good race, buddy. You were catching me.
All right, so that was A3, and that has to probably be my best race of the entire weekend. I had a much better start off the rip. I did not have to worry about Evan anymore. Evan had actually taken the entire event for Stadium Truck, which is why he didn't actually start that race. That allowed me to start 6th, and that made a big difference actually with just being able to get through the pack and not have to worry about letting some of the faster guys through. I made a couple of small mistakes, a couple of little bobbles through the little jumps, and I did miss the big jump. Made a big mistake there on that one. Again, mistakes kind of made the difference this weekend. And poor Jerry Bernard, who was standing next to me, he made a mistake earlier on in the race where he dropped back, and then later on he's actually that gold and purple truck who's hot on my heels. So Jerry's hot on my heels near the end of this race for like, I think the last 3 laps. He's just chasing and chasing and chasing. And you can actually see in the video that I'm tightening and tightening all the sections, like through the S section, through the left side of the track. I'm just tightening and tightening. And ultimately that causes a bobble for myself where I ended up hitting the wall, I think, on the very last lap. But ultimately, Jerry also makes a similar mistake where over the big double, he cases it and rolls, and he knew right when he did it, he threw it away. And that allowed me to finish 4th. So finished 4th in A3, 5th in A1, 5th in A2. That gave me the overall 5th place finish for the entire weekend. Couldn't be happier with that. Really, to be in the same heat as Sam Olmstead, Jerry, Dane, Joe Lintag, Connor, Dan Cuglietta, all those guys I've looked up to for quite a long time. They are all really, really fantastically good racers. So to be in the mix with those guys, I'm very, very happy to be there. Ultimately, the Hunter's race team did really awesome overall. Hunter himself was amazingly good in his short course truck. He's 7 years old, and that boy at 7 can drive. He made some mistakes over the big double and things like that, but we can work on that. I showed him some videos where I showed him what he was doing wrong, and I think it kind of clicked in his head that he was making mistakes over the big double jump and that he shouldn't be trying to go so big. But you know, that's things that we can work on. I'm proud of that boy, and his dad, I believe, is proud of him as well, because he, for being 7 years old, was showing some really, really, really good pace. So again, that's the IOCC wrap up. Thanks again for everybody who watched. Thanks again to Hunters Toys and Collectibles for supplying the parts that make my stadium truck go as fast as it does. Huge part of my truck program for the last couple of races has been some of the stuff that's been supplied by Hunters. It's nothing fancy. It's just some shocks and some shock towers essentially that I've changed in order to make my truck so much better, and it's running awesome. So again, thank you all for watching. Please do like and comment and subscribe. Please comment as well if you guys have any questions, if you guys want to know what I've done or set up or anything. Happy to talk to you guys. Thanks again, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.